is Kerry Minter, and my Instagram page is Model Action Cuts. Model Action Cuts simply is making everyday people feel like models, pretty much. You know, you have guys who come in who, some of them have self-esteem issues, some of them have no issues at all, they just want to feel like they're $1,000,000. My job in this industry is to make everybody feel like a model and to make everybody feel like $1,000,000. So that's just simply what I do. So I started cutting hair when I was about 11, 12 years old. One of my first incidences was going to the barbershop with my uncle. My hair texture was a little bit different, so going to the barbershop it was an experience. My uncle took me to his barbershop to go see his barber. And his barber didn't know what to do with my hair. He was cutting, and me being even particular at a young age, I didn't like how he was cutting it. So I'm looking, I'm seeing what he's doing. I had some idea how my hair should be cut. I've gotten it cut before. Me being who the person that I am, got up out of the chair and said, let me just hold these clippers real quick. I started cutting my own hair in the barbershop. And the barbershop kind of went up in an uproar, started laughing at the barber and everything. And my uncle looked at me and just shook his head, and he was like, I've never seen anybody do that before. And went home and told my mom. My mom was like, he definitely will be a barber because he's too particular about his hair. And so years go by, I start cutting my hair, my cousins, friends, family members, and then I do start styling hair as well, you know. Picked up a few flat irons and curling irons, and a few of my cousins, of course, wanted their hair straightened, a little ponytail or something like that, you know, curling up or whatever. And for me, the anatomy of hair and the movement of hair is what drew me to the hair industry. Like growing up in church, in the Pentecostal church, you have people who they catch it, you know, they call it catching the Holy Ghost, whatever. Me being a kid, watching the movement of hair in church when they're singing, they're praising God or whatever, it drew me to the art of hair. Like it always had to fall in place, it always had to sit right, it always had to, every angle you turn, it had to move or position, it's like an expression of who you are, you know? So hair is an art, you know. Anybody who is in the arts, anybody who's artistic, they will tell you that hair is an art, you know, just the form of it, how even in the history of hair, people who were back in the day, the Egyptians and all that stuff, how they wore their hair. And it was always, whether it was a placement of status, you know, your hair always symbolized who you were in your social setting. So people of status have the best hair, and people who hair was kind of fried and not right was kind of people of low status, and that's still even present in this day, you know what I'm saying? So hair, I believe, for me, is bigger than just cutting hair, and it's bigger than just me fading somebody. It's giving them an image to help them bring out the best person that they are on the inside. So it's bigger than just you got a style for a week, it's bringing out your personality. For me, one of the things that I do is I always talk to my clients and see where they are, see what kind of person they are. For me, it's kind of a dual thing because I kind of get in the mind of my clients. Psychology is a big part of who I am. And so I talk and I encourage and I try to, whatever person they want to be, whoever they describe as this person that they've never been able to express. And you talk to them, you have people who work in corporate America, but they really want to be musicians. And then they're living like a life that they hate. So they quit, and then they start doing, you know, something more creative, but then they don't know how to express themselves, whether it be hair, style, whatever. I believe that I can encourage someone to become their real selves. Model Action Cuts is definitely about that. It's more than just hair, you know, it's definitely psychological. You know, so for me, I cut hair from a psychological standpoint. It's more than just a look. I want them to feel amazing. And once you feel amazing, everything else in life becomes amazing, you know? So it's all about starting in the chair. What do you want to look like? You know, how do you want to feel? Who do you want to show the world that you are? And my job is to make sure the world sees that. Anybody who knows me know that I am always pushing people to become 100% who they are, no matter what peers or society says, no matter who laughs, no matter who people can be so pessimistic these days, you know, and telling you that who you are is not enough, and that, you know, what you stand for or how you dress or how you look or how you respond or how you express yourself is phony or it's whack or whatever. But those same people have identity crisis, and they follow the society, or they follow what's being pushed to them through peer pressure. You know, you have a lot of our African American men who think that, you know, getting, you know, stoned and drunk and being rough all the time is what black men should be. But way back when, you had your black kings and queens who were ruling, and they were not here trying to be on the street to do all this foolishness, you know, on the corners, you know what I'm saying? So you have to know your heritage, you have to know your lineage, you have to know who you are. And I am here to help you find that out. If you come to my chair, please believe we're going to talk deep. We're going to laugh, we're going to sing, we're going to talk deep. And before you know it, you will know exactly who you are. And that's the gift that God has given me, and that's the gift that I want to give back to you. My name is Kerry Minter, and this is my 7 minutes.